Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. In the last episode, we started with some cooking and some side questing, and in this episode we're going to be doing more of that. We're going to probably finish up all the troubles. I'll show off a little bit of what we can do with our new Ultra Hammer. Basically, it gives us another point of attack in battle, or with the hammer, I think it actually gives us an extra 2, because that's how hammers work. But other than that, it doesn't give us a new attack or anything. But it does make the hammer spin stronger. So we'll see what we can do with that. Chef Shimi, get these ingredients. I need some ingredients for cooking food that savages the tonsils. Excuse me. I need 3 things. Golden leaf, mystic egg, keel mango. I'm waiting on board the XS Express for your very prompt help. I know we have 2 of those. We might not have an egg, but it'll be easy enough to go get one. So let's go check on that. This is one of the reasons we really needed more inventory space. That and I just wanted more inventory space. This is one of the reasons you want to stockpile gold leaves as long as you're out there already. Okay, so I need a keel mango, a golden leaf, and do I have an egg? I do not. So here's what I'm gonna do. The Mystic Egg is all the way back in Puny Village, and to get to Chef Shimi, I have to get on the train. So I'm just gonna meet you at the train station. Actually, since we're down here, let's show off a use of the Ultra Hammer. So this is the room where you can teleport to the first 2 areas of the game, and if you come through here, there's this big switch. We've been able to come into this room before, but we haven't been able to do anything. But now we can. And you can probably guess what this does. This is how we get to the other areas. There's no way to go to Glitzville. That pipe, I believe, leads to Keelhaul Island, and the other one here is going to lead to Poshley Heights. And also, FP+, which you know I'm not going to use. Oh, speaking of using, I might as well, let's see, refund is 1. What can I take off to show off refund? I can take that off. Just so we can show it off if I eventually do use it. Let's see, is there anything you know what, I'll just meet you at the train at this point. We're back at the train, and the ticket doesn't get taken away. You can use it as many times as you want. You have to have a way to get back to Poshley Heights, of course. And even without that, remember I said there's nothing missable on the train. So you have to be able to have a way to get back on the train. I believe you can skip the train cutscene, just like you can skip the blimp cutscene? Oh, maybe not. Oh well. Well, here we are back on the train. And the train is actually very interesting with what they do. There are a random assortment of NPCs that can show up on the train from here on out, and it changes each time you go. Except for the red cars. So, how are things? Oh, boring. Ghosty is always here, and Hefty is also always here. The food is so amazing here, I don't think I ever want to leave the train. Actually, I've put on so much weight that I can't get through the door, yeah. But I have room service bring me stuff now. Still, I really should figure out how to leave. That's unfortunate. But yeah, let's see who's in here. I might have to show off the train a few more times in the bonus episode, because like I said, the NPCs will change out now. Just regular train passengers. The scenery from a train window is ever-changing like the human heart. But some things don't change, like the endless flow of mushroom dishes here. I guess Chef Shimi specializes in mushrooms. That's a passenger on the XS Express. Boy, I just love train travel. The scenery whipping by right in front of you. It's so much better than planes and boats, you know? Yeah, she has to say that because that could be a different kind of passenger. They don't give them names, which is unfortunate, but her tattle is the same regardless of who's here. Here I am again, getting on this train just to try to approach the waitress. How many times is this, I wonder? At any rate, I've developed a fondness for trains. That waitress and this train, I love them both. Just do it or don't, dude. That's a passenger on the XS Express. I wonder how much tickets for this train really cost. Yeah, that is a good question. Bing bong, bing bong. This train will soon arrive at Poshley Heights. When I grow up, I want to be a conductor. Actually, I want to be one right now. That's a passenger on the Excess Express. I wonder what all these folks are going to do when they get where they're going. Hey, you know what else is cool about train travel? You can just sit and space out. Yeah, I've definitely done that on trains. Does this train go to places that aren't Poshley Heights? Because that's kind of the implication there. I don't think the conductor and the, well, actually, I guess we might as well check. I was going to say, I don't think the conductor and the engineer have extra dialogue, but, well, as long as we're here, might as well see if that's true. This is a way to get back to Riverside Station if you forgot anything in there. Nothing missable in the game. Welcome to the fabulous Excess Express, sir. We will be traveling to Poshley Heights today. No, it looks about the same. Unfortunately, the only way to pass time on the train is to sleep, which is a little obnoxious because you have to do it twice, once to get to Riverside Station and then once again to get to Poshley Heights. It's definitely easier to use the pipe if you just want to get to Poshley Heights and you're not specifically looking for stuff on the train. But, just in case you hadn't found that pipe yet, it's nice that they let you do this again. And it is really cool that they have these, like, changing passengers. I heard that a long time ago, a guy ate a poison mushroom in the food on this train. But I heard he passed on with a smile on his face. I guess I understand that. That's a little spooky. That's a passenger on the Excess Express. Not to change the subject, but watching your health abroad is super important. You wouldn't want to get sick and spoil the whole trip, would you? That is true. People do tend to get sick on vacations. Boring. Hello! Yes, hello to you. Thank you for accepting my request. I need 3 ingredients. A golden leaf, a mystic egg, a keel mango. Each one has an exotic taste and aroma that will enhance my mushroom dishes. Have you found them for me? I have, and thank you to the game for not making you come out here to find out what these are and actually putting them in the listing. Anyway, here's the leaf. That shining golden leaf. This is it. Thank you much. Got one more. Yes, yes, we know. That puzzling mystic egg. This is it. Thank you much. And one more. That colorful keel mango. This is it. Thank you much. Now I have all the ingredients. They call to my palate and my skill, begging me to turn them into delicacies. Thank you much, my friend. This is your reward. 40 coins, not bad. For a quest like that, I would hope to get like a rare item or something, but whatever. Ka-chuck, ka-chung! That's the sound of the train. Moving. Ka-chuck, ka-chung! It's so darn fun. Choo-choo! Oh, kids. That's a passenger on the Excess Express. The food on this train is so good, I bet people overeat while traveling. Then they have to go on diets as soon as they get off. That'd be weak. Well, usually when people travel, if they're going sightseeing and stuff, they do a lot of walking, so it all balances out. Who's in here? Delicious! Oops, sorry, did I say that out loud? How embarrassing. I had heard the food here was really amazing, but I'm gonna have to learn new words to convey how good this meal is. Join me? I would say this toad is probably having room service. Either that or he's still just talking about the meal he had at the dining car that we didn't see. Did I lock the door when I left the house? This completely bugs me. I really can't even enjoy the trip. Should I go back? I don't think you can go back. I think you're stuck here now. Oh, I don't think I examined either of those passengers. That's a passenger on the Excess Express. Everyone has a different reason for traveling, in case you didn't know. Business, pleasure, honeymoons. Boy, I guess our reason for traveling is one of the weirder ones, huh? Yeah, to save the world? Or in this case, to deliver ingredients to a chef? That's a passenger on the Excess Express. You know, sometimes when I'm on a train, I just stare out the window in space. I do too, except usually there's more listening to music involved. I love to just listen to music on trains and buses. I finally agreed to a train trip once my kids had kind of pestered me into it. But seeing their innocent joy now that we're here makes it all worthwhile. I only see one child. A conductor and engineer. I'm going to be one of those when I grow up, but which? Maybe I can decide when I grow up? Riding trains is awesome, no matter how old you are. Who wouldn't like it, huh? I guess you have to have money to be here, right? Hard to tell just by looking. Either that, or you have to have connections, Goombella. Well, unfortunately, there's not all that much else to see on the train. Like I said, this is mostly here just so you can get stuff you missed if you missed it. If you didn't give the waitress back her earrings, you could do it now. If there was anything in the shop that you wanted to buy, you could buy it. But other than that, there's not all that much reason to be here. Although it is nice that they made the NPCs change. Just for a little bit of excitement. Let's sleep once. This does refill you, by the way, so if you need a free heal, this is also another way to do it. And we're back at Riverside. Very pretty place. I wish I actually liked it. And they do make you get off. But luckily you can just go right back in. You don't have to go inside the station. They do make you watch the entire cutscene of the train pulling in, though. Actually, do they make you get off? Yeah, they do. But you can just go right back in. So we're gonna go back inside, sleep again, and then we'll be back at Poshley Heights. And that is why I wanted to have the pipe open, so we don't have to ride the train back. Although with how quickly you can just sleep and sleep again, I wonder if it's really all that much faster to use the pipe. Well, now we get the nighttime train, so you get the night music. And here we are at Poshley Heights. So now we gotta get off the train again. So if you needed anything on the train, make sure you do it the first day. No, I guess you can do it night of the second day too. Make sure you do it before you sleep to get to Poshley Heights is what I'm saying. Can you get back on the train? I wonder. Oh, they just let you go. Just like when we were here the first time. Well, you guys have seen... Well, no, I'll show you where the pipe lets out. I didn't actually show you where the Keelhaul Key pipe lets out either, so I'll show you that too. Nothing new to do here right now. We might get a favor or something here later, and we will have to come back here for something else, but for right now we can just go home. Pipe. I think it's on the next screen. Yes, right here. And should you want to go back to Keelhaul Key, maybe for a Keel Mango, that pipe lets out. Right here. Pretty decent place for it. I'm gonna meet you guys back at the Trouble Center, I think. Back at the Trouble Center, what's next? Toodles, I must have that book. I lent a book to Miss Jolene, and now I need it back, and rather quickly. Please meet me in Poshley Heights, would you, you wonderful trouble solver? Oh, I was wrong. You get a trouble there right now. Well, I'll meet you back there. Here's Toodles' house, in case you've forgotten. Here she is. So, you accepted my request for aid with my little trouble, you delightful man, you. I just decided I very much want to read a magazine I lent to Jolene. But she lives in Glitzville, and that is very far from here, as you know. Could you go get it for me, you resourceful wizard, you? You're fabulous, dear. Alright, back to Glitzville. Remember, there is no pipe to Glitzville, so we had to come all the way back here on foot. Do you need something? Toodles' magazine? Oh yes, I know the one. Alright, I'll return it soon. I have to return it now? But that magazine... Okay, fine, give me a moment. What could it be, I wonder? Don't get the wrong idea. I borrowed this magazine as a promoter, that's all. I needed to see what the fuss was about. It's not like I followed fads or anything. You got a rustling mag, a mag that Jolene returned. Deliver it to Toodles. I just wanted to stay on top of the latest trends, okay? I have no more comments. Now run along and take that to Toodles. I guess that's a popular magazine, and Jolene fancies herself a little bit of a hipster. Alright, I'll meet you back at Toodles. Okay, Toodles, I hope it was worth dragging me all the way out here. Did you get the magazine from Jolene, you wonderful man, you? I did. Yes, this is the magazine I lent to Jolene, all right. You are a true hero. Thank you. Here is my thanks to you. A platinum card. A parlor card that lets you play the boat mode game. This magazine is very popular among certain celebrities. Everyone who is anyone has been spotted in a cafe with it under one arm. I guess that's why Jolene wanted it, even though she'd never admit it. So we've got 2 new games to play at the parlor, which we will do when we're done with our troubles. So meet you back at the trouble center. We got one last trouble for this chapter, and it is a doozy. Businessman security code. I forgot the code to my briefcase. I'll be sacked for this for sure. Meet me in front of the hot dog stand in Glitzville. We will take on this trouble. The reward you get is good, and what you have to do to get it is ridiculous, so we're not going to do it. It's one of those things where you have to, go around the world and observe stuff, but if you already know the answer, you can put it in. So, I'm going to be doing that. You will see what I mean when we get there. But just full transparency, I have looked up the code. I do remember certain pieces of it, just because, stuff has given me trouble before. But I went to the internet and got some help for this one. Let's get back to Glitzville. I'll take you along on the ride this time. It's not that far. Thankfully, they put him in Glitzville instead of putting him back in Poshley Heights. Although I'm not sure where this guy lives. I don't think it matters where he lives. He's out doing his traveling salesman thing. And he appears to be selling to the hot dog stand in Glitzville. I really like this character. They seem to have given him a little bit more personality than some other ones. Also, I wonder what species he is. We already have the small mouse are enemies. No, Matty Mice was just what they called him in Paper Mario, the other Paper Mario. Ah, you're that fellow. So you're the one that accepted my request. Well, here's the thing. I forgot the code for the lock on my briefcase. And the prototype of our company's new product is inside. This is a big deal. If I don't figure out how to get into that briefcase, I'll be sacked for sure. About that briefcase code. See, I'm a real chair fanatic. Yeah, like anything you sit on. I used the number of chairs in the houses I visited on business as the code. Don't judge me, I know it's weird. You gotta visit those places and count the chairs. The code has 4 digits, so here are the locations of the chairs. Ready? The first is Group's house in Petalburg. The second is Flurry's house in the Bogley Woods. The third is Don Pianta's office in Roeport. The fourth is Toodles' house in Poshley Heights. Oh, and I counted the sweet, sweet chair in her lovely garden also. I know it's a lot, but please help. And remember, a chair is anything you sit on. Yeah, we're not doing that. I've done it before. I did it when I was a kid. We're not doing that. I found the briefcase code. He said, sure thing, chair guy. What's the first number? How many wonderful chairs were in Krups's house in Petalburg? 2. Okay, now the second number. How many gorgeous chairs were in Flurry's house in the Bogley Woods? 6. Okay, now the third number. How many marvelous chairs were in Don Pianta's office in Roeport? 2. And finally, here we go, the last number. How many incredible chairs were in Toodles' house in Poshley Heights? Remember to count the lawn chair and the piano bench. Ah, it opened. Yes, thank you very much. Maybe I can keep my job. I'll try and remember it from now on. Hold on a second. Boy, how scary is this guy's boss? Please. What? Sorry. We were going to combine my company's famous hot sauce with this stand's fat dog. We were going to call it the tongue-blistering fat dog. I was sure it'd be a hit. Huh? I shouldn't give up so easily? Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay, I'll do it. I just have to convince the fat dog guy. I'm on it. I won't leave this place until I convince him. Wow, thanks for all your help. Here's your reward. You got a hot sauce, a popular sauce with captivating spiciness. I imagine that a hot sauce on a hot dog would actually sell kind of well. It's my company's top item, our famous hot sauce. I have tons of the stuff, so just ask me if you want some. See you later. You solved the trouble. What do I have to do to get more? Sit in any good chairs lately? No? Okay, well, want some hot sauce? Hot sauce me. Well, you'll have to pay for it. I mean, it's our best seller after all. How about 10 coins? More than fair. Thanks a lot. Come back anytime. It doesn't tell you what the hot sauce does. What it does is it raises your attack. I don't remember if it doubles it or if it's just like a standard raise, like a charge. Not bad on its own, but it's also a cooking ingredient. I'm gonna get a few. I don't think I need that many. I'll just get 3 for now. I can always come back. Did not mean to do that. There's a little bit more cooking we can do now. There's a recipe I'm thinking of, but I can't remember exactly how to do it. I might have to play around with it a little bit. You combine the hot sauce with like one of the liquid items. I don't remember if it's a honey syrup or what, and it gives you a really important item. I remember most of the cooking ingredients, but like this whole chain is something that's just always confused me, because then you use that with a mushroom to get something else, and I'll play around with that. It'll be on screen, don't worry. But I just don't know if I'm ready to try that right now. Although I guess if I'm going to be cooking, I might as well give it a shot. Let's see, how many items do I have spare? 1. I picked up another Keel Mango, just for something later. And I also picked up a turtley leaf while I was in the area getting the egg. I should be able to store some items still, I hope. I don't remember. Let's find out. Let's see here. Can I store? Yes, I can. Alright, so let's put that away, don't need that. And put away 1 hot sauce. Let's take out, first of all, 2 fresh pastas. And let's just try it. I don't remember if it's the honey syrup, but the worst that can happen is we get a mistake and I have to go back and buy more hot sauce later. Which I already know I will, I just didn't want to fill up right there. So, first of all, the thing that I know will work, fresh pasta and hot sauce. Got sparklies for that one. We got a spicy pasta. Replenishes 10 HP and 10 FP. Don't know why that was worth sparklies. It's not very good and we're going to be selling it. Let's cook 1 more pasta dish. The fresh pasta and the turtley leaf. Coup pasta. 7 HP and 7 FP. Even worse. Fresh pasta's not a very good ingredient. And let's just try the hot sauce with the honey syrup. I'm not 100% sure this is gonna work. I know I'm like sort of on the right track, but let's just see. Made a tasty tonic. It's not what I was expecting. Yeah, okay, so the thing I'm thinking of is something else. I'll figure it out later. I'm not totally sure where we're at with time, because my clock says we're over time, but I also cut a bunch of stuff out, so we'll see. Either way, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode where we play some games at the parlor and probably move things along in the story. Bye-bye!